consultancy for you. The usual physical setup of classes. Well, experience being immersed in Canada's culture. I believe that will stretch your mind and your knowledge.
So, kumusta naman yung experience nyo with Kanata Education, syempre? Tinulungan
alam mo, in all honesty, sobrang laki na tulong sa amin ng Kanata kasi step by step, yung pagtulong nila, ramdam mo talaga yung genuine concern and support nila. Hindi na sila yung agency na basta makakuha ng pera or makapagpasa lang or ma-check lang ng document. Sila mag-check ng document. Makulit sila, matay sila. They see to it that everything is in order before they launch the visa application. So, alam mo, hindi lang yung feeling ng, may trust ka, pero feeling mo rin Kanata ka sa application kasi alam mo na-check na maayos at talagang nag-aaral ng oras yung document.
Aside from their efficient admin and communication skills, they are very supportive on a professional level, but at the same time, you can feel that personal touch. They care about you, not because that's what they do, but because it's who they are. And I think that's a rare quality that you can find in consultancy, and you can really see it in the way they work with you. Sure, I already did. I mean, why would I do something so good? A strong support system and very excellent in admin skills, then Kanata is the right education consultancy for you. The physical setup of classes, well, really experience being immersed in Canada's culture. I think that will stretch your mind and your knowledge.
So, kumusta naman yung experience nyo with Kanata Education, syempre? Tinulungan
Alam mo, in all honesty, sobrang laki na tulong sa amin ng Kanata kasi step by step, yung pagtulong nila, ramdam mo talaga yung genuine concern and support nila. Hindi na sila yung agency na basta makakuha ng pera or makapagpasa lang or ma-check lang ng document sila. Soro sila mag-check ng document.
Makulit sila mag-check.
Makulit sila, matay sila. They see to it that everything is in order before they launch visa application. So, alam mo, hindi lang yung feeling ng, hindi lang yung feeling na may trust ka. Pero feeling mo rin, Kanata ka sa application. Kasi alam mo na-check na maayos at talagang pinaglaanan ng oras yung document.
All right. Hello and good evening, everyone. Wherever you are in the world, I hope that you are safe. Welcome to Kanata Educational Consultancy Services free webinar. Today, we have two schools or institutions that will be presented. So we have KPU or Kwantlen Polytechnic University. We also have Bow Valley College via Apply Board. So today we will be graced by three speakers, Ms. Regine Molina from Kwantlen Polytechnic University. We also have Sir Eric Nguyen from Bow Valley College, and also we have Ms. Pearl Yu from Apply Board. So after the two schools that will be presented, we will have Ms. Catherine Manasan, who will be discussing the services that is offered by Kanata Education. So afterwards, don't fret because we will have our question and answer portion. So you can take notes and then kindly wait. We will have that opportunity to answer all of your questions right afterwards. So without further ado, let's all welcome Ms. Regine Molina from Kwantlen Polytechnic University.
Hello everyone. Magandang gabi po. Thank you, Miss Christina,
Hello, Miss
for
Reg.
that warm introduction. I'm so happy to be here again with Kanata. So I'll be sharing now my screen with you, so you should be able to see it in a short while. Okay, there you go. Again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Magandang gabi po. And it's ECQ 3.0 once again, and I hope you're all doing well despite these challenging times. So before we begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Regine Molina, KPU's field representative based here in the Philippines. So I am a Filipina, and today I'll be presenting with you exciting opportunities when you study at KPU. So I'll be very happy to answer all your questions right after my presentation. Okay, so in the past few years, we've witnessed how the applications from the Philippines increased per semester at KPU, and we are trying to keep this up for us to accommodate more Filipinos more Filipino students and communities who aspire to study and eventually work in British Columbia. So yung nakakatawa dito sa KPU, hindi ka nag-iisa. Maraming Filipino communities in British Columbia, as you all know. And yung number of Filipino students, nag-i-increase talaga siya per intake, per semester. Okay, now I would like to present some facts about KPU. So KPU stands for Kwantlen Polytechnic University. So here at KPU, we focus on hands-on learning, and we are a teaching-focused university. So every year, 20,000 students, including domestic and international students, are admitted at KPU. As for our programs, we offer over 140 unique programs from various disciplines. So you have a lot of programs to choose from. And I'll go into detail of those programs in the latter part of my presentation. Okay, so we are also the third largest university in Metro Vancouver. We have 200,000 alumni over the past years. And more importantly, I know most of you who are attending right now are looking for a designated learning institution or a DLI. And yes, we are also one of those DLIs. We are an accredited public university in British Columbia, and all our programs are eligible for a PGWP. Okay, now I'd like to share with you a short video of our students at KPU for you to have an overview of what it's like to study and how fun it is to be in KPU. Ayan, so makikita nyo kung gaano kasaya ng KPU students. So puro good vibes lang tayo sa KPU at sobrang daming student engaging activities. So sana talaga matapos na tong pandemic. So we'll get to see more of these engaging activities in the future. But take note, for fall 2021, KPU will hold both on campus and online classes. Okay, so again, welcome to Kwantlen Polytechnic University. Here at KPU, we will help you develop the hands-on skills that you need for the career that you want and gain relevant experience while you make valuable connections and explore what you're passionate about. So KPU is the only polytechnic university in Canada. But what do we mean by polytechnic? So it means that we highly focus on developing practical skills, applied learning, and hands-on experiences for students. We ensure that students gain the know-how skills for them to become career-ready for the job market after graduation. Now let's talk a little bit about location. So KPU is located in British Columbia, which is one of the top destinations of Filipinos in Canada. Pero bakit nga ba ito yung one of the top destinations of Filipino families, communities in Canada? So here are just a few of the many reasons why. Okay, first, it has one of the mildest climates in Canada. Compared to other provinces, hindi masyadong nagsusnow or hindi gaano kalamig dito sa BC compared to other provinces. It is safe, multicultural, and has a laid-back lifestyle. So, a multicultural country and province is a very important factor for students and immigrants because basically that would be your second home. That's where you're going to start your new journey, your new life. So here in BC, you'll get to meet people from different nationalities, which is a good thing because, of course, you'll learn from their perspectives, you become open to a larger network, you gain understanding from different cultural differences, and of course, you make new friends. Okay, so Metro Vancouver is also one of the fastest growing economies in Canada. It is also very important because it generates a lot of job opportunities for students like you. It is also one of the highest quality of life in North America. And finally, British Columbia has magnificent oceans and mountains. So as you know, Canada has always been at the forefront in protecting the environment. Okay, so KPU has 5 campuses. We have one in Richmond, we have in Civic Plaza, we have KPU Surrey, we have KPU Tech, and KPU Langley. So our campuses are connected to major transit hubs and popular routes. And the good thing here is that we have the KPU shuttle. So this is free for KPU students, and it runs between Surrey, Cloverdale, and Langley. So just to give you a brief description of each campus, first, KPU Richmond. Okay, this is located just 15 minutes away from the city of Vancouver. This convenient campus is home to the internationally renowned Wilson School of Design and unique programs like acupuncture and agriculture. So the next would be KPU Civic Plaza. This is our newly opened campus in 2019. So the KPU Civic Plaza is a sleek and modern campus in downtown Surrey. It is dedicated to post-baccalaureate and graduate level studies. Okay, for the KPU Surrey, it is often known as the main campus. So students come here to study a variety of sciences, the arts, business, and a lot more. Okay, of course, the KPU Tech. It allows students to gain hands-on experience at the auto shop, four-year barns, and assorted trade workshops. And lastly, of course, the KPU Langley. This massive campus has a variety of unique facilities, including brewing labs, greenhouses, and music studios. Okay, you can see on your screen the several pictures of KPU campuses. Okay, first, the Wilson School of Design. This is one of the best schools for design in Canada. We offer one of only 2 fashion design degrees in the country and one of the first product design degrees in Canada. Okay, this is the KPU Civic Plaza. So as I've mentioned, it is the campus dedicated for our graduate and post-baccalaureate diploma programs. And this is our newest campus, opened in 2019. Okay, KPU is also known for sustainable agricultural farming. So we offer sustainable agricultural bachelor's degree in Canada. We want students to experience growing crops and other techniques in sustainable farming, which is a testament of KPU's applied learning and hands-on teaching to students. So here is KPU's Brew Lab, and KPU offers brewery diploma. And it is important to note that we are the only one that offers brewing and brewery operations diploma in British Columbia. Ayan, so ito naman yung main campus in Surrey. This is the Tech Campus interior. This is our gathering place, so you can come here with your friends or do your schoolwork. Here is our newly renovated Surrey Library. Another picture of KPU Surrey, the main campus. This is the beautiful Langley campus that is mostly dedicated for science and horticulture programs. And of course, the KPU Tech. Now let's talk about the 7 faculties in KPU. So we have the academic and career advancement, we have the arts, the business, design, health, science and horticulture, and trades and technology. Okay, the Faculty of the Arts. Under this faculty, you'll get to explore a range of disciplines, collaborate with other students, and enhance your skills as a critical thinker and a creative problem solver. In this faculty, we have several unique programs such as criminology, journalism, policy studies, political science, anthropology, and many more. And we are the only one that offers the undergraduate journalism degree in the South Fraser region. Okay, one of the most popular faculties for Filipino students, of course, the Faculty of Business. In this faculty, you'll get the practical experience, professional connections, and extensive knowledge to succeed in your business venture. So whether you just want to launch a breakthrough innovation, operate a market-leading company, or advance the future of cybersecurity, you'll achieve that in this faculty. So there are around 22 majors that you can choose from in this Faculty of Business. And again, this is very popular to Filipino students. So over 10,000 job openings for accountants and financial auditors are expected to open in BC between now and 2029. In terms of recognition, our School of Business received accreditation from the Council for Business Schools and Programs. Okay, of course, the Faculty of Design. So under this faculty, you can prepare for a career in various designs like graphic design, fashion marketing, technical apparel, product design, and many more. So we have the very famous fashion design program. Our interior design is the first one that was recognized in British Columbia, and it has a high reputation in the province. So, you know, the Wilson School of Design is the best overall fashion school in Canada. However, our design programs are only open in one intake per year. So if you'd like to apply for a design program at KPU, it is only open every September or every fall intake. Of course, the Faculty of Health. This is very relevant during this trying time. So as the health and wellness sector continues to grow and evolve, so does the need for qualified professionals. Under this faculty, we offer the traditional Chinese medicine or the acupuncture program. So that's a two-year program under the diploma program. It is a growing field in British Columbia, and we are the only one in BC that offers that unique program. Before the pandemic, we offered the healthcare assistant program, which is very popular to Filipino students. However, beginning this year, we decided to temporarily offer it to domestic students. But maybe in the future, we'll offer it again to international students. So we'll just update our website and inform all our interested applicants about it. Okay, so the Faculty of Science and Horticulture, under this faculty, you'll get to study the latest discoveries and theories while you gain hands-on experience in the laboratory or the field. So we offer mathematics, physics, and we usually make them more practical for students. We also have the Environmental Protection Technology program. So as you know, Canada is one of the leading countries that promote environment preservation, climate change management, and so jobs in this field are really growing. Okay, the Faculty of Trades and Technology. Under this faculty, you'll get a specialized training, experience, and foundational knowledge to put your talents to work in the trades. So we have the mechatronics and advanced manufacturing technology, and also the first year engineering transfer program. Okay, this is the part where students become more curious about. So if you already have a bachelor's degree in the Philippines and you're looking into study opportunities to upgrade and advance your career, you can apply for our post-baccalaureate and graduate diploma programs. So here are your options. Under the post-baccalaureate diplomas, which are two-year programs, we have the accounting, operations and supply chain management, technical management and services, and the human resources management. Meanwhile, under the Faculty of Design, we offer post-baccalaureate diploma in technical apparel design. And next, for our graduate diploma programs, we offer programs such as global business management and Korean business management and sustainability, which are also very famous to Filipino students. So it is important to note that these programs are not yet equivalent to an MBA, but it is one step closer for you to obtain your MBA if you still wish to further pursue your studies later on. So most students would ask, ano nga ba yung pagkakaiba between post-baccalaureate diplomas and graduate diplomas? So post-baccalaureate diplomas are more hands-on. They are professional credential focused, while graduate diplomas, they require a lot more work and they are laddered into a master's degree program. Okay, so 80% of KPU's undergraduate credential programs offer work-integrated learning opportunities. As a polytechnic university, at KPU, we are dedicated to ensuring that you get a wealth of hands-on experience that enhances your education. So at KPU, we usually teach students soft skills that future employers in Canada are looking for in a fresh graduate. This helps students to become more highly employable, and they usually earn that edge compared to other students na meron lang limited technical skills. So basically, I would say it's not just about the degree, it's not just about the credential, but it's also about the experience, the actual skills that you need to possess in order to become fit to the job that you are applying for. And we at KPU, we are committed to that goal for our students. We want them to become career ready, even if they are still in the university. We want them to generate the skills, the talents, the real world experience that they will be needing when they get employed in a real work setting. Okay, so compared to other universities, our class sizes may be really small. We only allow a maximum of 35 students per class. And KPU allows students to engage students to fully connect with their classmates and their instructors. Okay, I'll just talk a little bit of this one. So the academic levels. We offer a wide range of programs at KPU, and they fall into one of the following levels. We have the preparatory, undergraduate, graduate, and vocational. So within these levels, a program may be open intake or a limited intake. So ano nga ba yung open and limited intake? For an open intake program, it's quite self-explanatory. So there are more seats available for that program. While a limited intake program, it means that there's a maximum seat capacity per intake. Okay, so for the preparatory program, these are specific post-secondary programs or courses below the bachelor's degree level. The undergraduate program, of course, this is the post-secondary education at the university level. The graduate program, are post-secondary programs above the bachelor's degree level. And the vocational programs, these are programs that combine skills and knowledge specific to a particular industry or career. Okay, so most students would ask also whether nag-offer ba ng master's degree program ang KPU. Okay, so unfortunately, we don't at this point, but we do have a pathway for you to earn that master's degree. So this is in complement with our graduate diploma programs. So ano nga ba ulit yung graduate diploma programs ng KPU? We have the Global Business Management and the Green Business Management and Sustainability. So if you take any of those programs, you have an option to ladder into a master's degree. Ano nga ba yung requirements? Ano yung kailangan ng student to ladder into a master's degree? So you just have to take 5 additional courses. So that's about 15 additional credits that you can take online, on campus, or partially online. So what I'm talking about is the KPU SUMAS partnership. SUMAS is a business school in Switzerland that helps our graduate students to earn dual credentials. What do we mean by dual credentials? You'll get to obtain a graduate diploma from KPU and a master's degree from SUMAS. So you don't have to go to Switzerland just to obtain your master's degree. You can take those additional courses online. And it's important to note that this is actually faster and cheaper. You know, if the tuition fee for a graduate diploma is more or less 27,000 Canadian dollars for 36 credits, this ladderized program for a master's degree costs about 35,000 Canadian dollars. So that's still cheap for a master's program. However, this is not mandatory. It's up to you whether you would like to stop after obtaining your graduate diploma or further pursue your studies into a master's degree. Okay, let's talk about the estimated costs. You can expect to pay between 13,000 Canadian dollars to 22,000 Canadian dollars for a full-time course load of 9 to 15 credits per semester. So this sample computation is designed for post-baccalaureate diplomas and graduate diplomas only. So if you're looking into applying to a bachelor's degree, you can expect a little higher than this computation. So in compliance with your study permit requirements, the minimum number of credits per semester should be 9 credits, and the maximum would be 15 credits per semester for you to maintain your full-time student status. And it is also important to note that KPU has one of the most affordable tuition fee rates compared to other universities in Metro Vancouver. So you can also budget about 1,500 Canadian dollars for the learning materials. So ano nga ba yung learning materials na to? It includes course materials, school supplies, and other course-related fees. But you have to take note that a lot of our programs do not require you to buy textbooks. So that's a huge save for you. For our living costs in BC, of course, this depends, especially when you're living with a family member, or a relative or a friend. It also depends on your lifestyle. But the estimated cost for 1 year would be about 15,000 Canadian dollars. So that includes housing, utilities, food, health insurance, transportation, personal expenses, and others. Okay, the KPU student life. So here you'll see happy faces from our KPU students who are very active in student engagements and activities. And of course, these were taken before the pandemic. So I hope this pandemic ends soon. What can you do at KPU outside your studies? So first, you can do volunteer work. We also employ students at KPU. So for example, we have the peer mentorship program. You can apply during your second year at KPU. So that's a paid work. It can also help you level up your credentials and gain additional experience. And then you can also join the Kwantlen Student Association, stay active with sports and recreation, and discover 20 plus student clubs and societies. Okay, now I'll be sharing with you briefly the admission requirements. For an undergraduate programs, so these are bachelor's degree, associate's degree, diploma, and certificate. You'll need to be successfully completed grade 12 if you graduated from the K-12 system. But if not, you'll need to have additional 24 undergraduate credits. And for a graduate program, so these are post-baccalaureate diploma and graduate diploma programs, a bachelor's degree is a requirement, and other requirements specified in the program page. Let's say for the global business management, it requires you to submit a statement of intent, a resume, or reference letters. So you'll have to check once in a while our KPU website if there are additional requirements for your desired program. And then for both undergraduate and graduate programs, all Filipino students educated in the Philippines are required to submit an English test results. So one of the most common questions that we get from Filipino students is, tumatanggap po ba ang KPU ng certification of English as a medium of instruction? Unfortunately, at this point, we don't. So the reason for that is that the Philippines is not yet considered as an English-speaking country compared to New Zealand, Australia, the US, and Canada, and other English-speaking countries. So the English test result can be IELTS, TOEFL, or temporarily Duolingo. So we accept Duolingo until May intake next year. So you still have a few months to take Duolingo if you prefer that. Okay, now when you're ready to apply, here are the steps that you need to follow. Okay, step 1, you'll have to submit your application online through our website and settle the application fee of 120 Canadian dollars. So on average, you will receive your next steps letter from KPU 2 to 3 business days after you submit your online application. So ano nga ba yung laman ng next steps letter? It will tell you how to access your KPU account or KPU portal and the list of requirements that you need to submit to us. Okay, step 3, you'll have to submit your complete documents. Step 4, upon submission of all documents, the processing normally takes 4 to 6 weeks, largely depends on how fast you submit your requirements. So if you're qualified, that's the time when you will receive an admission package from us. And when you accept that offer, you'll need to pay the confirmation deposit of 2,000 to 2,500 Canadian dollars, depending on your program. Okay, finally, receive your letter of acceptance or the LOA for you to apply for a study permit, register for courses, and get ready to start your exciting journey at KPU. Okay, here are the application deadlines. So before you apply, you should know when is the last day of submission and whether your program is an open or limited intake programs. Again, it's important to note that limited intake programs have a maximum seat capacity. So seats for limited intake programs fill up very quickly per intake. Okay, our official Facebook page. You can follow and like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/kpu.ph. So we regularly post announcements, general information on this page. So you can like and follow us so you'll get updated with our posts. Okay. In closing, for application-related inquiries, here is my contact information. Feel free to email me at regine.molina@kpu.ca. And that's it for my presentation. Thank you so much for listening. And I'll answer more of your questions later at the Q&A portion. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Regine. So I hope that a lot of you was able to grasp all of those details. So Kwantlen Polytechnic University is such a very good school. So anyone, you may want to check out KPU. Now our next speaker would be Mr. Eric Nguyen from Bow Valley College. So without further delay, hello there, Sir Eric.
Hello, everyone. I'm Eric. I represent for Bow Valley College in Southeast Asia, and it's my pleasure to be here to talk with you about my institution, my area. So I will present very quickly so we can go to the service of Kanata and also your question. So everyone can see my screen, right?
You're all good, Eric.
Yeah, perfect. So first, I will talk about the general destination, Kangaroo City, and also the Ambata province. First, about the Ambata province, we are a very rich resource and also a lot of opportunity for international students come to Kangaroo, our city. At this moment, Kangaroo, we have 1.5 million people living in the city. So just the number is this, just after the Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal. We are the top biggest city in Canada. We have some advantage, maybe will be attractive with you. First, we have a huge Filipino community in the city. So you will feel this your second home beside the whole country. We have pretty acceptable living expense when you live here in Kangaroo, just about $9,000 under $10,000 per year. The reason is we have the lowest tax in Canada, only 5%, compared with Vancouver and Toronto from 12 to 13%. Besides that, we have the second highest minimum salary in Canada, $15 per hour. And with international students, we have some policy just for you. First, free health insurance for international students. So you will save about 1,000 or more than 1,000 per year for your money. Besides that, we all know most of the international students, when they come to Canada, they want to immigrate after graduation, right? So we have the Provincial Nominee Program, the AIMP. This is an easier pathway for you compared with express entry. It saves your time, saves your money. So a lot of attractive, a lot of advantage for you. Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. Yes. Now we talk about the location of my institution. We located in the downtown Kangaroo. So with the downtown location, you can easily access everywhere. The office building, shopping mall, art museum, park, everywhere. And a lot of opportunity for your part-time and full-time job in the future. As you can see here, some picture about my area, my city. And with this picture, you can see our campus, right at the downtown Kangaroo with the public transportation around. So with the C train, you can easily to go everywhere around the city. And the good thing is, if you travel around the downtown area with the C train, you don't have to buy the ticket. We have a lot of students after the class, they go to do the part-time job with the public transportation, and they save the money for the travel. So now we go to the detail of my institution, Bow Valley College. Bow Valley College, we are public institution and we were filed in 1955. So why I have to mention about the public institution? The reason is because we are public institution, we guarantee for you the PGWP, the work permit from at least 1 year to maximum 3 years. So you don't have to worry about the PGWP. We have more than 17,000 students from more than 150 countries. We are the biggest college in Alberta. And besides the affordable living expense of about 9,000 a year, we also have very affordable tuition. Our tuition just about 15 to 16 Canadian dollars per year. Most of the program, 93% of our programs, we have work experience components, which means we offer you the co-op, the practicum, the internship. We want our students to know exactly what they will do in the future. Our employment rate is about nearly 90% within 6 months after graduation. And you don't have to worry about where to find a job because Bow Valley College, we will bring the job to you. So here's a slide about the PGWP. You can see our DOI number here. All the programs will guarantee for you the PGWP from 1 year up to 2 years. So we offer 3 levels of the program. 1 year certificate, 1 year postgraduate certificate, and the 2-year diploma. So based on job inquiry, based on the demand, you can choose any program you want because we don't have any age limit and we don't ask for the work experience. And the good thing is, even you are the mature student, you graduate with the old curriculum, K-10 in Philippines, we still accept it. With our offering, we offer the program from 6 schools under the college: School of Business, Health Wellness, Entertainment Arts, Community Study, Technology, and the English program. The first school I want to share with you is about the Entertainment Arts, which means we offer the program related to the filming industry. So our instructors, they come from the real experience. They come from the industry. They know exactly how the filming industry changing every day. And with that experience, our students will graduate, will ready to work with the confidence. The first program in the Entertainment Art School is the Foundation in Entertainment Art with a Certificate of Achievement. So this program for the students who want to have maybe a general view, general knowledge about the game design, about the visual effect of the animation. This is the 1 year program with 3 semesters of studying. The total tuition fee for this program is $27,000. We also have 2 other options for the students who want to study with our entertainment art program. The first program is a 3D animation and modeling diploma. The second program is visual effects diploma. They are 2-year programs with 6 terms of study. The tuition fee you can see here is $67,000. I know it's pretty high for the tuition, right? But I will explain about this tuition. We do offer scholarship for these programs from 10 to 30% of the total tuition, 30%. Next, with this tuition, no hidden fee. This is all you have to pay. We also prepare you with the equipment. For example, the laptop, the computer, the software, everything. If that is, we calculate a little bit, 67,000, but you study for 6 terms and you can also earn the scholarship. That is not too much. The starting salary for the student who graduate from our entertainment art program starts from 65,000 to 75,000. That's the minimum salary per year for this program. normally. Students who graduate from college in Canada, they can only earn about 40 or 50,000 per year as a starting. The second score is about School of Business. We have 1-year program or 2-year program. So the tuition fee you can see here is the total tuition fee for the program. The most popular, the most famous program with our School of Business is Business Administration 2-year diploma. The reason is with other institutions, they only have the business administration in general, or they only have 1 or 2 major. But with us, we have nearly 10 major. Your students can show the advantage, show the experience. And we also offer the co-op with the business administration program. So the final semester, you can do the co-op. And with the co-op, you not only earn the experience, you also earn some salary. The median salary for these students from School of Business will be from 40,000 to more than 100,000 per year. The second school is a School of Technology. We have 2 big majors, the technology and the creative. The technology, we have cybersecurity, software development, and ITS. With the creative, we have something related to the architecture. For example, the kitchen by design, digital design, or interior decorating. So with our certificate and diplomas, our students can work anywhere around the world. With the School of Health and Nurse, we only have 3 options: pharmacy technician, healthcare, or health human service. Our students will have the opportunity to practice in the real hospital and real pharmacy. And most of them, they stay at the pharmacy in the hospital after they graduate. So that's why I tell you, your students don't have to go out to find jobs. BBC Mobile College will bring jobs to the students. School of Community Studies. We have 1-year program with 2 semesters. We have 2-year program with 4 semesters, and we have 6 terms of study, but in 2 years. Some of popular programs we can list, for example, the Health Human Service, the Disability Program, the Early Childhood Care and Social Work. I think they're pretty popular with Filipino students. We have a lot of Filipino students study these programs. The median salary will start from 40,000 to 90,000 per year. I have a special slide here for mature students who already graduate from their college or their university. It's postgraduate certificate. We have 5 options: Health Human Service, digital marketing, software development, kitchen by design, and cybersecurity. But the salary is pretty good, from 70,000 to more than 100,000 per year. The final school is global access, which means we have English program. So who will be suitable for this program? First, students who only want to study something very quick, just want to study English program and enjoy the life for a short time in Canada. Second, the students who don't meet our English requirements to enter the career program. If the students who don't want to study with our English program, don't want to take the English certificate, they can choose to study with our English partner. And with the students who don't want to stop their learning at the college, we offer the university transfer. So after 2 years with us, you spend 2 or 3 more years with our partner to earn the bachelor degree from Uni of Lethbridge, Uni of Alberta, or Uni Calgary. Very famous. Now, we go to the English requirement. Most of our program, we will require you of IELTS 6.0, no better than 6, except the pharmacy technician, IELTS 6.5. We also accept the TOEFL or Duolingo. With Duolingo, only 100 scores is enough for you to learning with us. And we still accept Duolingo until September 2022. So for the whole next year, feel free to apply with us and submit the Duolingo. I received a question a lot from our students and parents. Do we waive the English requirement for Filipino students? The answer is yes. So if your medium of instruction is English, if you have studied the high school or college or university 100% by English, yes, we waive the English requirement for you. Now we go to the admission requirement. Most of the programs, for example, with the post-secondary program, we will require the high school transcript and high school diploma, included the old curriculum, the K-10. With the postgraduate program, we will require the degree or the diploma from the college and university, and also the transcript. So here's the admission process. Choose the program, prepare the document, apply, and then wait for the offer. With the offer, you will have to pay the deposit of 1,500, and after you receive, you have paid the deposit, we will send you letter of acceptance, the LOA. So with LOA, you can apply for student visa. Which service we can offer our students? We have a lot of service for you. However, the most famous will be the career service and immigration. With the career development service, we will bring the job to you. We introduce you with our partner, with our network, with our local company, and we prepare you with the soft skill, the working skill, so you will feel very confident when you join the industry, join the working force. The second service I have mentioned is about the immigration. We have immigration counselor on campus. This counselor will support you with a study permit, for example, extend the study permit. We support you to apply for PGWP, the work permit. More than that, that counselor will support you with the permanent resident pathway. We give you the checklist of the document. We double check with you the document. We support you to apply for the permanent resident. And all these services you can see here, they are for free, because when you are globally college student, everything for free, all the service for free. You already pay for the tuition. The final thing I want to share with you, the final information, is the scholarship. We are the public institution, so the value of the scholarship may not too huge, right? But we have a lot of kind of scholarship. We have the list of scholarship here with the value from 1,400 to more than 2,000. The good thing is you can apply as many as scholarships you want. We don't ask you to choose one of these. You can, if you qualify, you can apply as many as you want, and we will sum up the value for you. You will earn the total value of the scholarship. So that's all the information I want to share with you about my institution, my area. So if you have any questions, yes, feel free to put in the chat and we will come back with you very soon. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much for that, Sir Eric, for that very wonderful insight. So we will have our last speaker, Miss Catherine Manasan. She will talk about the services that's offered by Kanata Education, from school application up to the visa application. So here you go. Hello, Miss Catherine.
Hi, thank you, Christina. Thank you, everyone who's joining us tonight. Thank you also to Miss Regine and to Sir Eric for being with us tonight. Okay, so let me just share my screen and I'll make this very quick so we can proceed with the question and answer portion. Okay, so once again, welcome to Study in Canada webinar with Kanata Education. let me discuss with you what are the benefits of an international student. So as an international student in Canada, you must be always enrolled at a designated learning institution. So both of our schools tonight are part of the DLI list. And as a student, you should be making progress towards completing your program. You must respect the conditions of your student permit, and you should leave Canada once your permit expires. So what are the benefits of an international student? So while studying, you can work part-time, either on campus, off campus, or through your co-ops incorporated in your program. So on-campus jobs are highly dependent on the availability of jobs inside the campus. So you don't need a work permit, but you should be a full-time student and you must hold a valid student permit. Now, off-campus jobs, these are the jobs you can get from restaurants or coffee shops and those establishments outside the campus. So you also don't need a work permit, but you should have started studying and you must be enrolled in a program. So if you get to Canada 1 month before your program starts, you cannot work before you have started your school. So please take note that you can only work off campus when you have started studying. So some programs offered by the schools are tied up with a co-op or the internship. So mostly these co-ops are paid, so you can also earn through co-ops. So all these three types of job resources, you can work from all of them all together so you can earn more money while studying. Okay, another after while studying, you can work 20 hours during school semester and of course 40 hours during semestral breaks or holiday breaks. Now, postgraduate work permit is very exciting opportunity for all international students in Canada because you can stay in Canada after you finish your program. So if your program is less than 8 months, you are not eligible for postgraduate work permit. But if your program is 1 year, you are eligible for 1 year postgraduate work permit and 3 years work permit if you finish a 2-year program. So if your program is 1 year, you can take another 1-year program so you can apply for a 3 years postgraduate work permit. So, or this is what they call the 1+1 program. Okay, so another exciting benefit of an international student is that you can bring your dependents with you while you are studying. So your dependents are either your spouse or common law partner, and of course, your children. So if you are 18 years old and above and you are still single, you cannot bring your parents, your siblings, or your titos and titas as your dependents. So only your own family, which is your spouse, your common law partner, or your children. Okay, so we are Kanata Education. We are a education consultancy located in the Philippines. And yes, we do not collect processing fees. We only collect the 10,000 pesos, which you will use later on for your visa application and biometrics fee. So technically, you still didn't pay the processing fees. So we provide free assessment. Okay, so after this webinar, expect a call from our counselors, or you can book an assessment or consultation. I will post the link in the chat box later. And we provide unlimited consultation, so you can contact us anytime through our Facebook page or via calls or SMS for your inquiries and questions. And we will provide assistance all throughout your visa application process as well as the school application process. So we will help you with all your documentation, forms, and all that visa application. So you don't have to worry about anything. Just prepare all the documents, submit it to us, and we will arrange everything for you. So no processing fees. Tama po yung chismis na naririnig nyo or nababasa nyo sa mga Facebook page. Hindi po yan fake news. Okay, so what are the documents required to begin your application as a student? So you need to have a valid passport, of course, academic transcripts, your diploma, updated CVs or resume, and if IELTS is required, you must submit it as well. So what is the process to start your application, first you need to consult with your counselors. So this is highly critical when doing an application as a student, because during this stage, we will be providing you the right program for you that you need to take in Canada. After the consultation and when you agree which school you will apply, you must gather and submit all the required documents to us, and we will apply it on behalf of you. Once we've applied the application, we will wait for the confirmation letter or letter of acceptance from the school. Then you must pay for the confirmation deposit or the tuition fee so that you can confirm your slot. Once you've done all that, we will start your visa application by getting a medical exam and complete all the required documents for submission for your visa application. So it's a very straightforward process. You don't need anything else. Just make sure you have all the right documents and the right funds. So we can discuss now what are the type of visa application streams for our students. So regular stream is the most preferred option of visa application of the students. So pre-pandemic or before this COVID thing happens, the application assessment runs between 6 to 8 weeks. At the moment or currently, the application assessment runs between 13 weeks up to 10 weeks, I believe. So may na-approve pa naman ng 30 days or 45 days. The approval or the processing of the IRCC is not guaranteed by your agents or your agency. So please don't blame us kung hindi pa lumalabas yung visa decision nyo. That's why we highly recommend that if you are applying as a student in Canada, we need to have a timeline of at least 9 months, and we will submit your visa application 3 months prior to your intake. So we are still accepting applicants for January 2022. Deadline for visa application is on September of this year. So you will wonder why ganun kaaga, or you think that January is still like 5 months away. That is because we are giving time for the visa application process. So usually we advise to submit the visa application 3 months prior to the intake. Okay, so what are the requirements for the regular stream? You need to have a proof of acceptance from your school, a proof of identity, a proof of financial support, and a letter of explanation. So during this proof of financial support, this is where you need a show money. So show money from your sponsor's bank account. So sponsor must be a third party, either your relative or a family member. We highly advise to have a sponsor, and they do have the show money requirement, which is 1 year tuition fee and 1 year living cost. So the show money is not required to be in your own bank account. Your sponsor can be anywhere around the world, not necessarily they reside in Canada. So kahit saan pa yan, Philippines or Middle East or United States, just as long as they have access to their bank accounts, and they can provide bank statements and affidavit of support. So that is a requirement for regular stream. You also need to pay 1 semester tuition fee and write a statement of purpose. So during the statement of purpose writing or yung study plan or yung SOP na tinatawag, we will assist you how to write the study plan. We also help you and guide you and make sure that your study plan is correct and acceptable for the visa officer. Okay, so once again, for regular stream, the requirements are your proof of letter of acceptance, your identity, a proof of financial support or the show money requirements from a sponsor, and of course, your letter of explanation. Okay, so what is the difference between the regular stream and the study direct stream? So in study direct stream, it's a very straightforward, hassle-free type of application. It's because you don't need to provide sponsors documents. All you need to do is submit a purchase of guaranteed investment certificate worth 10,000 Canadian dollars. So we will guide you how to purchase the GIC requirement. So this GIC or the investment you made will be serve as your allowance every month while you are studying in Canada, and you are required to pay 1 year tuition fee and submit an IELTS score with a minimum band of 6. Now, if the school is waiving IELTS requirements for school application, but if you are applying through the Study Direct stream, then you must submit an IELTS score. So waiting time usually is between 4 to 6 weeks. However, during this time of pandemic or COVID, this is not actually what's happening. So there is no much difference with the application assessment between Study Direct stream and regular stream. However, the requirements are, the difference is that you don't need to have a sponsor's document with the Study Direct stream. So basically, you are advancing all your expenses in Canada by paying 1 year tuition fee and purchasing the guaranteed investment certificate worth 10,000 Canadian dollars for 1 year. And of course, you need to write a study plan. Okay, so why you should not let COVID stop you from reaching your dreams? I know it's ECQ right now in the Philippines, and it's quite difficult to gather all documents. This is why we highly advise you that if you are planning to study in Canada for the year 2022, we are accepting applicants already up to September 2022. So you can start requesting all your documents right now. And so that by the time we will submit your application, everything is already with us. It's already on queue and we can submit it to the school of your choice. Okay, so during COVID, schools are still gearing towards online learning, so you can still study at the comfort of your home. PGWP is still eligible until end of this year, December 2021. We are still waiting for announcements from Canada if they will extend the PGWP qualifications. However, Canada is open for everyone, either vaccinated or not vaccinated. Canada is accepting international students and they are considered essential travelers. So you should not let COVID stop you from reaching your dreams to go to Canada. So if you join this webinar and you are applying either to Kwantlen Polytechnic University and to Bow Valley College, we will be waiving your application fee, which is 140 Canadian dollars for Bow Valley, I think, and 120 Canadian dollars for Kwantlen Polytechnic. And we will be giving you a 500 pesos gift certificate from Tim Hortons. So you'll see you have a coffee and free application fee. All right, so if you have any further questions, please don't forget to follow us on all our social media pages. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more tips on becoming an international student. And if you want to rewatch what this webinar is all about and you want to share this to your friends, please feel free to do so that we can spread more awareness to study in Canada. Okay, thank you so much for listening, and we'll now proceed with our question and answer portion.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Kat. And for everyone, do you have your questions ready? You can send it on the chat box. We'll just read it out loud. If it's addressed to KPU or BVC, then we'll have them answer your questions if it's specific to the schools.
Okay, yes. Good evening, everyone. I am Francis, one of the education counselors here in Canada. So we have our first question here. How long is the school application process? It really depends on the school. Some schools process school application faster. What about in KPU, Miss Regine?
Okay, thank you for that question. So at KPU, we usually process complete documents 4 to 6 weeks after you submit those set of documents. So it largely depends on how fast or how early you submit your documents. But on average, that would be the normal turnaround time. But then some students would receive their offer letter for about 2 weeks after they submit their application. So it really depends. It's a case-to-case basis it's really advisable for students to submit their documents on time, ahead of time, so that we'll have more preparation or leeway time for processing your documents.
Okay, you mentioned that after the submission of complete documents, they will receive the letter offer. When they can receive the letter of acceptance?
Yes, for that offer letter, so when you receive that and you accept that offer, you'll have to settle the confirmation deposit of 2,000 to 2,500 Canadian dollars, depending on your program. And then afterwards, when we validated your payment, you'll receive your LOA for about 3 to 4 business days after you paid your confirmation deposit.
All right. Thanks, Regine.
Thank
What
you.
about Eric in Bow Valley College? What is the processing time for school application?
Yes, for Bow Valley College, after you apply, you submit all the documents. Please allow us up to 8 weeks to process all the documents. The reason is, as you might already know, in BC, Ontario, we have a lot of institutions. We have a lot of options. But in Calgary, we will have a few options. But a lot of students, they want to come to Calgary and Alberta. So due to the high volume of application, there are a lot of work for us to do. So maybe you can get the offer from about maybe 4 weeks after you submit all documents. But up to the maximum time will be 8 weeks. And after you got the offer, you have to pay the deposit, right? The deposit will be 1,500. And within 5 business days, we will send you letter acceptance after you have paid the deposit.
All right. So the process for school application is up to 8 weeks, right? And when does Bow Valley College starts accepting applicants for next year's intake for May and September?
Yeah. So I think I will have to share about the disadvantage of Bow Valley College. We run our slot very quickly. So we will open for registration 1 year before the start date. For example, the September 2022, we already opened by early of this month, early August. And I will suggest the students apply as soon as possible to get a slot, because maybe around January, we will run out slot for September 2022. So at this moment, the nearest intake I can offer for international students will be September 2022. We already run out slot for January and May.
All right. That's how the high demand of Bow Valley College. That's why they started their application 1 year before the start of the intake. Christina? You
All
have
right.
questions on
Thank
your
you,
end?
Sir Francis. Yes, I'll be reading a couple of questions related to IELTS here at the chat box. So there's actually a handful of questions. The first one is, what is the needed IELTS score? So I think this pertains to or addressed to both schools. Is it an overall score of no less than 6.0? Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes, Ms. Regine and Sir Eric? Is it same with KPU, 6.0 minimum?
Okay, for KPU, our overall band should be 6.5 or higher, with a minimum of 6.0 in each band, and it should be taken within the last 2 years from the term of admission. So the overall should be 6.5 or higher.
Okay, thank you. However, does KPU and Bow Valley waives IELTS? So there's a 2-person here actually asked about that.
Yes, I think you can answer first.
Okay, thank you, Sir Eric. So for KPU, unfortunately, we do not waive IELTS. So it's a required document for us to process your application.
Yes, for Bow Valley, we do waive the IELTS English requirement. However, we have conditions. So as I have mentioned in my presentation, if you have the medium of instruction in English in your high school or the secondary, post-secondary program, yes, we will wait for you. Besides that, I do know IELTS sometimes is pretty difficult and also expensive. So we also accept the Duolingo until September next year. Only the score of minimum 100 is enough for most of the programs, except the pharmacy. Pharmacy is the most difficult program in Bow Valley.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Sir Eric. So for Mr. Bonifacio, and yeah, I think it's the same one. So I hope they were able to answer the question. KPU does not waive IELTS as of this time, but Bow Valley does. All you need to present is a letter or a certificate from your school that English is the medium of instruction. Bow Valley also accepts Duolingo with a minimum score required. And go ahead, Sir Francis.
Does schools accept matured students? These students finish the old curriculum of high school. They finished grade 10 and did not attend at least 2 years in college, but they have a work experience for a long time. Do you accept this kind of students, Ms. Regine, in KPU?
Yes, we accept mature students. For those who did not graduate from the K-12 system, they must have a minimum of 24 undergraduate credits. So that's equivalent to 1 year in college. And also, just to add for the previous question, we also accept Duolingo until May 2022 next year. So aside from the IELTS, we accept TOEFL and Duolingo until May 2022 next year.
Okay, is there any specific programs they are only allowed to enroll in KPU if they are matured students?
No, there's no limitations for those mature students. So they are very welcome to apply to any of their preferred programs for as long as they meet the documentary requirements and admission requirements.
All right. Thanks, Ms. Regine. What about in Bow Valley College, Eric?
Yeah. As we already know, most of international students come from the Philippines. They are mature students, right? They graduate, they work for a few years, they have some savings. So the same with us, we do accept mature students, even they just only graduate from high school with old curriculum. And the good thing is, we do not require any other course, no pre-course to enter the program. They can submit the document and enter directly to our certificate and diploma. No other requirement, no age limit.
All right. But they still need to present IELTS score or Duolingo exams, right?
Yes, exactly. But I'm not sure because I come from Vietnam. I'm not sure if your K10, you have the full program, the language of instruction is English. So we still can wait for them. But most of our mature students, yes, they still present the IELTS because also of the visa process.
All right. So both schools actually accepts matured students that did not finish 2 years in college and finish the old curriculum of high school with grade 10. Christina?
All right. Another question is, do they need to show bank statements for visa application? Yes, it's a big yes. A bank statement is one of the main requirements for the visa application. As discussed by Ms. Catherine, bank statement is required for the show money from your sponsor, at least 6 months mature. Now, how much is the show money needed? It's an equivalent to 1 year tuition fee plus 10,000 Canadian dollars, which is equivalent to the 1 year cost of living allowance. So bank statement is indeed required. However, for the study direct stream or the SDS, instead of the bank statement of your sponsor as show money, you are now required to purchase a GIC or Guaranteed Investment Certificate, which is worth 10,000 Canadian dollars.
Okay, speaking of sponsors, who can be considered a sponsor? One of the viewers in YouTube actually asked. So your sponsor should be a relative blood related or cousins, aunts, godparents, wherein you can present a proof of relationship, such as birth certificates, marriage certificates, so and the like. So, for example, your sponsor will be your aunt. So you need to present birth certificate of your aunt, birth certificate of your one of your parents that will prove that they are siblings, and also your birth certificate to prove the relationship of you and your aunt, and be eligible as your sponsor. They will be the one who will present the proof of relationship, proof of funds, which Christina discussed, that is equivalent to 1 year tuition fee plus 1 year living cost, and also the affidavit of support.
Thank you. And supporting question is that can we provide bank certificates instead of bank statements for sponsorship? I'm not really very familiar with how the bank provides that, but if you are referring to a bank certificate showing that you have cash or liquid asset in your bank that is equivalent to the required show money, as long as it's mature for at least 4 to 6 months, then that would suffice. Bank statement, I believe, would just be an equivalent to your deposit.
Okay.
I think it's the
Christina,
passbook, something like that. Yes.
to prove the maturity of
So
your
you can provide both. Yeah.
okay, to provide the maturity of your sponsor's proof of funds, you need, or you are required to submit the 4 to 6 months bank statements of your sponsor's bank account. So it's required to submit bank statements. But for your own economic ties here in the Philippines, you can present bank certificate. So it is the economic ties of the student. But for your sponsors, they are required to submit bank certificate and bank statements. Yes. Any more questions?
All right. Thank you for that. Some of the questions here are more specialized. So for those of us watching here right now, if your question is a personalized question like what program that is eligible for you to take, please keep your lines open. We
Okay,
will contact you next week for a free assessment so that we can discuss the options.
I think we can take one more questions before we end our webinar
Yes,
tonight.
go ahead, Sir Francis.
What are the mode
One
of
more, yes.
what is the mode of transportation in the city wherein the school is located? Miss Regine? Are there bus available or trains in Surrey, British Columbia?
Yes, we have buses and trains. And also we have the KPU Intercampus Shuttle. So as you know, we have 5 campuses in KPU, and this Intercampus Shuttle is free for KPU students. So it runs between Surrey, Cloverdale, and Langley. So if you are taking, for example, a diploma program, your classes may be sometimes in Richmond campus or in Langley campus. So you can take a ride through our intercampus shuttle so that your travel time would be easier and more convenient.
All right, that's good to know, Miss Regine. What about in Calgary, Sir Eric?
Yeah, in Calgary we have the train around the city, so it's very easy to access everywhere. And also with the location of Calgary City, we have a lot of other options. For example, the bus or the car, or students can buy a car for them to travel around.
Okay, thanks, Eric. I guess that's it for tonight. Thank you, Miss Regine, Sir Eric, Miss Pearl from Apply Board for joining us tonight for this tonight's webinar about study in Canada.
Okay, thank you so much, guys, for being with us. Thank you to all our school representatives and Miss Pearl for making this webinar happen with Bow Valley College. I hope you guys are safe in the comfort of your home. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.